Thanks, John. My family's been attending Crossroads for the last 17 years, and we came, like a lot of you, we got a personal invitation to come. My wife, Jennifer, actually taught with Phyllis. Crossroads was in the early stages. It was a couple months old, and Phyllis invited us to come. We came, we sat in the back, and we were going to do John and Phyllis a favor. We were going to show up, fill the seats, and that would be about the extent of us coming to Crossroads. Long story short, Crossroads has just been a huge blessing for our family. The favor was on us. God just poured out his favor on our family by being here. I look back on that invitation and what that did to us. It changed our lives. My two girls, Katie is 19. She's a freshman in college at Clemson. My youngest daughter, Emma, is 16. She's a sophomore at Mountain View High School. And I know I'm biased, but they've grown up to be just amazing, godly young women. And the reason they have is because so many people here have poured out their hearts and prayed for them and are committed to them. My girls Emma's working the check-in right now, and Katie's in the kindergarten room. And somebody's doing that for your kids with Hannah Lee. It's amazing to me that praying for them, building them up with the experience that our family has had. Now, our family is a lot like your family. We've had some really good times in the last 17 years, and then we've also had some pretty lousy times. And our faith in God has seen us through that. We actually lost a son, our son James. We lost him about 10 years ago. And the people of Crossroads just wrapped their arm around us and loved on us, and our faith in God has really seen us through that. And I'm forever grateful for that. I think everybody knows, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, Crossroads is an incredibly special place. God's doing huge things here. He's blessing this place immensely, but I believe God's calling us to do even greater things. He's calling each one of us to step out in faith, to be extremely bold in the year ahead, so more and more people would know God's love, God's forgiveness, God's grace. Imagine what this community would be like if thousands more people knew God's message of love. So to me, I want everybody to do three things in the year ahead. I believe God's calling us to partner with him through Crossroads, and he's asking us to do three things. First, he's asking us to pray. So when you pray that you'd seize God's vision for your life. Pray that you'd up your commitment to God. Pray that you'd be here every week. Pray that the people that you know that are far from God, that you could get them here, that they'd show up, they'd hear God's message. Pray for baptism service in the summer, that more and more people, thousands of people would cross that line, come to know Christ. So pray for our leaders. We have such an amazing staff. God has blessed us immensely. Pray that they'd be built up and encouraged. Just pray for them, and that we would make a huge impact in the year ahead. So first, we need to pray. Second, we need to invite. John just talked about that. We need to invite like we've never invited before. Be bold in your invitation. You're going to go home tonight or this afternoon, and you're going to hear Dennis's message. You're going to be fired up. You're going to hear Ann sing, and somebody's going to pop into your head. God's going to prompt you with somebody. You'll be on your phone. Get a text on your Facebook, whatever it is. Invite them. I believe we have a unique opportunity in the next 24 hours like we never have. I know in my family, we didn't go to church when I was a kid growing up, but we did. If we ever went to church, it was on Christmas. People are open to the invitation, so reach out to people, make that commitment. I can promise you, anybody that you get here on Christmas Eve will be glad you did. I know our family, we're going up to South Dakota to see my sister. We're waiting until Christmas. We're going to drive on Christmas so we can be here on Christmas Eve. It's my favorite service of the year, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed. So you need to pray, you need to invite, and lastly, we need to give. We need to give our tithes and our offerings. We need to give the blessings that God has given to us. Give it back to God. Partner with God through Crossroads with our giving. Lastly, we have a challenge. The challenge would be our year-end giving between now and the end of the year to raise $250,000. What would our giving of $250,000? That allows each one of us to partner with God through Crossroads to have a bigger impact in our middle school, in our high school, in our kids program. It's going to allow us to end 2013 like we've never ended and jump into 2014 boldly like we've never seen before so we can reach more people. So God, again, is going to prompt somebody. Maybe somebody's in a position to do the whole gift. I think it takes the body. It takes all of us. Every one of us can give a gift to Crossroads above and beyond our normal giving at this time of year. Collectively, we can raise that money so we can have a huge impact. So again, thanks for listening. Pray, invite, and give. Thanks.